Very good morning, students. So in this particular lecture, we'll be emphasizing on the nutrition in amoeba. As we all know that amoeba, it is living in fresh water. So it is eating various kinds of foods, including algae, paramecia. It can drink fat droplets or oil droplets. So everything what it eats with the help of its pseudopodia. So as we have discussed in the earlier lectures, these are the pseudopodia. So can you name this blunt pseudopodia? Yes, this is called as a lobopodium. So what the amoeba do is that it will make a cup-like structure of this pseudopodium. So I will show you in the next diagram. So in this particular diagram, you can very well see that amoeba is making a cup-like structure for engulfing the food. So this is the particular food which the amoeba is trying to get in. So it will make a cup-like structure over the food, then it will cover the food with this particular structure. In this particular diagram, you can very well see that the food cup has been closed and now the food is inside the food cup. Now this is the food. Now this is whole structure is engulfing the food inside. So now slowly and gradually this food will be taken in the body of the amoeba. Now this particular diagram, it shows 4 steps by which the amoeba can take in the food. So in the very first diagram A, there is a food particle which is very close to amoeba. In B, the pseudopodia, they are forming the food cup over the food. In C, the food has been engulfed or it has been taken fully in the food cup. And in the very last diagram D, the food is now has reached inside the body of the amoeba. So this is the process of phagocytosis. Coming back to the diagram. Now here the food is not in the intimate contact of the food cup. So in this case, the food is active. It is an organism or it can be some animalcule or animal. So the food cup is not covering it up fully. This type of food intake is called as circumvalence. But if the prey is inactive, it is a food particle, suppose, and now the food is in the intimate contact with the food. So here the food cup, it encloses the food fully, and this type of nutrition is called as circumfluence. There is one another type of food intake. This is called as import. So suppose this particular red line is a straight algal filament. So what will happen? It will straightways enter into the body of the amoeba by rupturing its plasma membrane. So from this particular part, the plasma membrane and the ectoplasm will be ruptured, and this algal filament will be entering into the body of the amoeba. So this is a very simple kind of mode of nutrition. There are few terms which should be mentioned over here. First is phagocytosis. So phagocytosis means it is the intake of some solid food particle. Next term is pinocytosis. Pino refers to the liquid part. So pinocytosis will be intake of some liquid food. So phagocytosis is also called as cell eating, and pinocytosis is also called as cell drinking. So as the food is coming inside, the food can be thrown out also. So that is also called as cell vomiting. There are another two terms which are exocytosis and endocytosis. Exocytosis refers to the movement of the food particles outside the body of the amoeba from inside to outside, and endocytosis refers to the movement of the food particles from outside to the inside of the amoeba. So students, that is all about the nutrition in amoeba.